Hi, welcome to Debbie's Dare. It's Debbie. I wanted to share with you some of this stuff they called Glimmer Mist. Some dye ink, some very fine glimmer with some of the most chic colors that you've seen. I just want to show you what I do to it to put it on a layout. That's what I don't see enough of, is actually using the Glimmer Mist on a layout, not just spraying a whole piece of paper to make it glimmer and shimmer, but to actually put some texture, some depth to the actual scrapbook layout. So you start off, and I just give it this, because it already has color to it, I'm just going to give it a distress look here. That's all I really wanted to do to it. Give it a little dab, absorb some of it that's it's taking my handprints. That's pretty cool. I should have done the brayer. Let me see. Don't make me do this again. I'm just picking some of this up and adding it to it. Not the edges. I know that's a really neat thing to do, is get the edges, but this one's not going to be an edge piece. It's actually going to go into my on my page. Yeah. So I'm just going to put my mask down here, and I'm going to give it a little bit bigger spritz. I guess this is the sticky side down, but I really wanted it to be the other way, so I am going to, even though the other side is the sticky side. Again, I'm going to go with my cream de chocolat, but this time I'm not going to wipe it all off. I'm just going to try to leave the shape on there. I'm not going to go all out. Yeah, I am. I just don't want to cover up that pretty teal look. So get it? Got it? Good. So you see I just spritzed it all out. And I'm supposed to use my nice neat tweezers that I do have from Tattered Angels. But I'm just going to pick this up carefully and flip it over onto my paper towel. You can see I have this wonderful mask. And I think I am going to just, again, dab it a bit here and there. Pick up some excess. I don't want to mess up my shape, my mask there. This is the side that's going back down, so I'm going to flip it over. And I've been flicking this one around. So I'm going to give this a little bit of, oh great, there we go. Try again. Make sure your finger's in the right direction here. I've tried to cover up some things in here, but I didn't cover it back. And I'm just inking that down. And there are easier ways to do this, and I wish now I'd have done it. Alright. Put this back over on my craft mat. Pick this up nice and neatly. And then just put it back where it was at. It's going to give you sort of a double image, because it's not going to go back in the same exact spot. Okay? And so I'm just going to hold it in spot. And the reason why I don't want it back in the same exact spot is because I like that double image. It's just another look amongst all the looks that you do. And you just, ta-da! Ooh, don't you like that? And it's not covered everywhere. Don't need it to be. So I'm just going to pick up some of the excess. You'll get sort of a double image look. You'll see it over here where you can see the red, the scarlet, and then underneath you can see just where I'd lightly did it to earlier and then darker with the cream de chocolat. I love cream de chocolat. Hi, I'm back. I'll show you what I've done. I went around my mask and I have sewed it. First I adhered it, but then I sewed it to, you can see the outline. You can leave it like that. That's pretty cool. But I'm going to do another Glimmer Mist thing. I got thinking about it. I'm going, ooh, I can do another Glimmer Mist thing. So I have some Garden Party here, or Garden Fairy, excuse me. Garden Fairy. Who doesn't love a pretty Garden Fairy? Add just one more layer to this. Just a little, you know what I want to do is not do. So I really don't want it on the rest of my layers, but, you know, hey. That's part of scrapbooking crafting. So I'm just going to where my thread's at, give it a little, and this particular garden fairy is lighter than what I've put on there so far. So my red's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. So I've got that on. You see that I've misted it. Yay! See the pretty color? Oh, you can't see it as well. Well, again, I'm just going to blot a bit here, blot a bit. I'm going to go through here and see if magic happens. And I'm going to pull the thread out. But it should not only leave some holes, which will be really cool, but it should leave, again, another layer to the mask. Let's see if that's what happened. And you can see I've got the thread all out. I've sort of closed up the back of it a bit so you can see. But you can see over in this area where it was outlined and I sprayed it. The photo will show it a little bit better, but I'm just going to try to give you a little bit of different angles of the red and with the different colors, greens and the creme de chocolat. I'm going to put it together now with a layout. See, you know it is glimmering. See, look at the twinkle. Just look up and down. I'm just going to spritz a little line here and then take some of my scarlet. I'm going to spritz some up in here. You don't want to wait too terribly long because this will dry. I'm not going to use my creme de chocolat. I have my layout that I'm working with. So similar technique, the same technique that you use with the mini mister and distress ink to make a watercolor type deal. You want to be careful with that and pick up gently what you want. You see, am I pretty much covered? No, not really, but you never really are with, you just want to pick up some of it. And I'm going to put like a watercolor flower from Hero Arts right down on my paper. And it's just very light. So that's how you make some nice little watercolor flowers. Okay, let's see if we can put some finishing touches. I've got my favorite creme de chocolat from the cream collection, and I'm just this is a piece of chipboard, and I've just ripped the edges of it to give myself a little bit of a ripped edge piece here. Just sort of swoop and move on. Grab my little paper towel. I'm going, my camera's over here. I better watch it or I'm not going to have much of a camera there. I'm just trying to make a frame, a little soaky frame, because I've been cleaning up everything. This is what we've been making all night. All the masks, which were all tattered, the different layers using the Tim Holtz mask. You can see how he shadowed it. I wanted to use my stash, so I used a bunch of Prima flowers up here. Matter of fact, I tattered them. See, I snuck that one in on you. And I tattered. This is some grunge board, some Wendy Vecchi stamps, and some more Prima flowers just sort of gathered up there. I used some Hero Arts stamps down here with some Tattered Angels to give it a watercolor look. And then I use my Tattered Angels around the edges. So I've tattered this really well. I think it turned out cute, but then again, it has to do with the subject matter too. Enjoy. I hope you learned a lot. Ooh, look at that nice glimmer. Yikes. I love it. Have a wonderful day. I hope this all puts together and you're able to learn an awful lot from it. God bless you.